Hello everybody, today we are doing a voiceover because I want to see which style of editing I like better, and also because I wanted to watch YouTube while I was filming this, so I have to do a voiceover now. Okay, I'm not going to actually talk about the photo cards in this voiceover. I'm going to give you a review of the movie Barbie. It is currently Tuesday night. I saw it on Sunday night with my best friend and my younger brother. Overall, I really liked it. Also, I'm trying to do this all in one take. So kind of think of it as like a 10-minute podcast, I guess you could say. I've pulled up I'm trying to make less of that clicking noise. So sorry if I do that. I've pulled up a review template. So we're going to go with that. Okay, so I'm not going to explain what the movie Barbie is about because I feel like most of you guys are aware of it. So let me give my overall thoughts on the movie. I came away from the movie extremely impressed. I was extremely impressed. I thought that the cinematography of it was absolutely gorgeous. It's probably one of the most visually pleasing movies I've ever seen. Even in, like, the real world scenes, like, it was just so well done. Oh, this is tiring. Okay, what else is there? I think all of the characters were done very well. Yep. I really liked the way that they, handled Ken's character. I didn't watch much promo for it, but my best friend told me that apparently they made it obvious in the promo that Ken was an important character. I did not know that. You probably wouldn't really guess that based off of the trailer, at least the trailer that I saw. But the way that they handled Ken's character was really amazing. I really enjoyed his character development and him being like starting to understand his position within Barbie Land and the world. The humor. I thought the humor was pretty much perfect. It wasn't like too silly, which obviously is something you could definitely worry about considering that it's a movie about a toy, but it's not too silly, but it also didn't take itself too seriously. Like, even in the scenes where it took itself seriously, it knew that at the end of the day it was a light movie and that it was trying to get across its themes in a light way. Oh my god, how am I going to talk for 11 minutes about this movie? The music. I found that the soundtrack, when you actually look through it on Spotify, is really long. And there's 2 songs I can remember from it, which is like the one that was in the trailer. Oh, 3. The Lizzo one when she wakes up. And then the one in the credits. I think that was the Ice Spice one. But I know there were so many more songs in it, and maybe I just like wasn't paying attention because I didn't familiarize myself with the soundtrack very much beforehand. But yeah, I was expecting, I don't know, I guess I was expecting the music to be more obvious since the music seemed so marketed. At least to me it did, considering how I hadn't consumed much media around it before its release, but even I was still seeing the songs everywhere. Barbie is not really within, like, the realm of movie that I usually watch. I don't really tend to go for... I don't even know what genre you would call it, because it is, like, I guess, in a way, a political statement. But it is a comedy. But it is, like, a drama, I guess, because it's not, like, a rom-com. I don't know. But it's not the type of movie that I typically watch, and it's not like I avoid movies like that or anything. It's just, I don't really watch movies much at all anyways, so I was really impressed, and I think it will be hard for me to find a movie that tops that, at least that comes out in the near future, like in a movie theatre near me, because I don't go to the movie theatres much anyways either. So I went to a 9:30 at night session for the movie, and when I booked the seats, we had to be pretty close to the front, and there was a few seats left, but not heaps. And by the time that we got there, pretty much every seat, except for like the gaps between people, was completely sold out. And I know it's obviously different in different countries, but going to the movies, even when I was a kid, I would say has never been like a super, super massive, big event in Australia. I've never seen the movies that full before, ever in my entire life. And it was just super nice to see how many people really, really got involved and dressed in pink. I thought that was just like so fun to see, like even like a lot of girls who brought like their boyfriends or their brothers. Like my brother wore a little bit of pink. It was really nice to see people kind of like collectively decide that, and similar to like Australians going to the movies, I would say we don't usually hop on trends the way that America does. And I guess you can call the wearing pink thing a trend. But, like, it was really nice to see people actually, like, doing that and, like, having fun with it. Because even in the days previous when I was at the shopping centre where our local cinema is, there was people walking around in pink on any day that the movie was showing. And I just think that it's really fun to see how much of a community has been brought around this. And I haven't seen a single person with the kind of I'm not like a basic bitch attitude where they're like, well, I'm not gonna do that because ew, Barbie. Obviously, except for like conservatives in America, but like I mean, like in Australia, like I haven't seen anybody dog on it because it's popular. You know what I mean? And I think that's really, really cool. This is definitely the kind of movie that if I collected like movie DVDs, I would 100% buy it just to like have a physical copy of it. Because I don't know, I just think it's such a special time. Like I'm so glad that I got to like experience this Barbie phenomenon like in real time, and when I'm old enough to like really, really understand what the movie means the first time, instead of watching it as a kid and then having to rewatch it when I get older and understand it better. You know what I mean? Like I'm really, really happy that it's come out at this time, and I definitely think that it makes sense to have come out at this time, because I would say the Barbies aren't like they are popular now, but they're definitely not as popular as they were, I think, maybe 10, 20 years ago. So I think it's just really great timing. And like obviously I understand that I'm biased. Pink and yellow are two of my favorite colors, and those are like the Barbie colors. Like I was never a purple and green girl. Like I just never was. I am a pink and yellow girl, so obviously I'm biased. But I loved the movie. I think there was only one criticism that I had that it was a thing I noticed in the cinema at the end, and even now thinking back on the movie, it's the only criticism I can really think of, and that is that, spoiler alert, the scene in the end where she goes in to her gynecologist, she's wearing all brown, and I can't remember the characters' names, I'm sorry, but America and the daughter are wearing like brown but with a little bit of pink. I understand that they made Barbie wear all brown to say she's kind of like accepted the humanity that she grew, but I think it would have been nicer if all three of them were wearing brown and a bit of pink, you know, to kind of like acknowledge that she still has that element of fun and love, I guess, that she was created with. Do you know what I mean? I feel like that is like the only criticism I have of the movie. Yeah, I don't know. But overall, if you weren't going to see it, I definitely recommend seeing it. It's just, I feel like it really shows, the success of it really shows, like, what people can do when they really, like, go towards something with good intentions, like, from the director and the actors and the cast and all that perspective, but also from the audience's perspective, you know? I just think it was a fantastic movie. In terms of Oppenheimer, I'll probably watch it eventually, maybe. I don't know. I do like the idea of it. Oppenheimer actually is more down my alley of what I usually watch in terms of movies. But 3 hours is a long-ass fucking movie. But I'll probably watch it eventually. Just probably on a streaming service. Because I don't think I could sit in the movies for 3 hours, I'm going to be honest. The ADHD would never let me do that. Never in a million years. The video is almost over. We have like 10 seconds left. I hope you enjoyed this. Give me feedback. Let me know if you prefer a voiceover, or maybe I'll go back and forth between the two. I'm not too sure yet. Alright, bye.